Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going over another 30 more things that you didn't know about Lumber Tycoon 2. If you don't know already, the first video of this series was posted exactly 2 years ago, with the second 1 year ago, so go check them out before watching this video. Anyways, without further ado, let's get right into it. In early 2021, Defaultio sent messages in the Lumber Chat and Lumber Fan Group Discord servers, announcing his interest in commissioning art for official Lumber Tycoon 2 merchandise. While he ended up making the designs himself in a now archived stream, the merch was officially up for sale on Amazon for around a year before getting taken down due to low sales. While one shirt design can still be purchased, other designs and items such as this signed pillow of mine are forever lost to time. Blue spruce is the newest tree type in Lumber Tycoon 2, and the only one to date that is not made by Defaultio. In fact, I was the one who modeled this tree all the way back in 2022. The original plan was for the tree to simply be called spruce wood, but due to it not looking natural, that idea was scrapped. And so eventually we got the blue spruce tree that can now be seen during the winter event every year. By walking into the land store and talking with Reuven, an option appears to view your own land. While I do not see anyone using this feature, it can make for some interesting views of one's own base. Starting in 2018 and continuing every year onwards of 2020, colored candy bags with LC2 themed candy can be purchased during October. All 5 candy bags currently in the game match with the primary or secondary color, with the last 2 bags, the blue and the golden, being visibly larger than the original orangish bag, the purple bag, and the green bag. Using this pattern, it is safe to conclude both the size and relative color of the next candy bag. In the changelog entry dated April 20th, 2016, a secret message can be formed using all of the abnormally capitalized letters in the entry. When combined, all of these letters spell out the phrase "blaze it." This phrase, combined with the date of the entry being 4/20, shows a connection to the drug marijuana, which is not allowed on Roblox. In 2023, fellow YouTuber Apton remastered the original Lumber Tycoon 2 thumbnails. While doing so, he experimented with many different shots, including some of the ones seen on screen now. Additionally, Apton's character can be seen in this thumbnail chopping down a tree in the distance. Up until Christmas of 2020, all of the Wobble Wobble gifts had a large black spot on them. This was fixed alongside the addition of the Ballily Wallily, the first Wobble to have a unique face. Sometime in 2022, a few rocks on the land bridge were extended slightly outwards. While the reason for this is unknown, it did happen around the same time when Safari Palm Island was moved, hinting at a possible connection. When placing down an item, it will always spawn in its default state before moving to the position that it should actually be at. For example, a hatch's default state is closed like this. Thus, when it is opened up and replaced, it will start in its closed state before quickly moving back. This can be handy in logical systems that require remote activation, as pressing B on this unplaced hatch can cause it to trigger a pressure plate or a laser. As of 2023, exploiters in Lumber Tycoon 2 can actually be reported to a team of human moderators. One way to report an exploiter is through the use of the Lumber Tycoon 2 Wiki's exploiter forum, which can be found in a Discord server linked below. Next time you see an exploiter in Lumber Tycoon 2, be sure to report it to this link so that they can get banned. When buying land in Lumber Tycoon 2 for the first time, a for sale sign will emerge from the center of the plot and emit an earth rupturing sound. This sound effect is actually from The Legend of Zelda's Ocarina of Time, and it's actually the sound of a scarecrow. During the Ready Player 2 event on Roblox, many games put up decoy badges to try and mislead hunters from the actual quest. Lumber Tycoon 2 was one of those games, putting out a badge with an image of a Canadian goose for the duration of the event. The gloomy pumpkin from the 2023 Halloween event went through many changes both in creation and in-game. Initially, the pumpkin was a different shade of blue and titled the Sorrowed Pumpkin, eventually getting a makeover and some pumpkinoid particles. In-game, these particles were heavily tinkered with during the pumpkin's first few days of release, ultimately resulting in the pumpkin that we now have today. On release, a few items including the can of cranberry sauce teleport to their origin positions on the map, anchoring themselves to the base part. Spam clicking on the item would actually move the base part in various directions, allowing for some pretty weird incidents. Occurrences of this bug have been fixed very quickly after release, and this bug will likely never appear again. The pixelated gift has a missing pixel on one of its corners. This is due to Apton being a terrible gift maker, and he shall be forever mocked for this lousy mistake. In 2022, the sounds of cars, chop saws, and fireworks were very slightly lowered. You're welcome. Before 2022, when a user was blacklisted from someone's base, they would receive the message, "Player has blacklisted you. You have been removed from his or her property." This text was changed to be more gender fluid to, "Player has blacklisted you. You have been removed from their property." Unfortunately, 1 week after this change, the Settings tab update released, and blacklisting was removed entirely, including this message. Ironically, the new system does not even mention gender when it discusses how a player is removed from someone's base. Again in 2022, the blacklist border around a user's base was increased by a few studs. This posed a major issue as it blocked off almost half of this section of the road if the user trying to traverse it was blacklisted. This size change was reverted shortly thereafter. During November 2015, Lumber Tycoon 2 participated in the Good Dinosaur event to promote the upcoming movie. As part of the event, players could obtain special glasses that would spawn around the map, awarding the user with a badge. However, this badge has an unreleased copy, with the same title and a slightly different image. Since nobody received this badge during the event's runtime, its existence was likely a test of some sort. Back in the beta stages of the game, blueprints did not appear the same way that they do today. Rather than sporting an image of the blueprint structure, each blueprint had a question mark icon, likely as a placeholder. 2018's Ready Player 1 event involved numerous games and a quest similar to the aforementioned Ready Player 2 event. In this event, Lumber Tycoon 2 was an optional game, leading players to a portal by dropping cave crawler and lava wood into the Shrine of Sight. While the quest was optional, all players who completed it received the test badge. Sorcus, who you may know as the guy laying under the bridge in the mainland, is actually there due to an old egg hunt reference. In this said egg hunt, a Sorcus egg could be found underneath a bridge in the game, thus explaining his strange placement in LT2. The ball gift mesh introduced in 2022's Christmas event is designed in a way that allows for insanely easy recoloration. This is how both the gift of citrus tart and the delightful lime present of excellent endurance were made. Before 2022, the blueprint box could not save to a user's base, instead opening up the blueprint in the orientation that the box was in. This glitch allowed for some creative building techniques, but was ultimately patched due to the pain it was to casual players. In the Egg Cave from the Hunt First Edition, a very quiet audio can be heard. This audio is actually a track from another game, that being Roblox Granny. It used to be possible to claim wood simply by pressing E on it as long as you were whitelisted on the base. This feature was removed at an unknown date, likely due to issues with exploiting and duping. When an exploiter triggers the anti-cheat in Lumber Tycoon 2, bass-boosted versions of the normal game tracks will be played. These tracks are very loud, yet also quite funny. The overlay images for Xbox and PlayStation players uses a very popular asset pack made by the YouTuber Mental Checkpoint. These assets can also be found in a number of other very popular games. This classic artwork of the Bloxburg guy and Lumberman was actually officially recognized by ROBLOX. However, this art does have some more sinister implications, and it has since been removed. In an old tweet from Defaultio, he admits that Lumber Tycoon 2 is just a social and economic experiment. That's right, all of your time spent playing Lumber Tycoon 2 is simply part of his grand plan to overthrow venture capitalism and recreate society in his image. Sorry guys, it's just the truth. And that's a wrap on another 30 more things that you didn't know about Lumber Tycoon 2. If you knew any of these facts, or if anything surprised you, make sure to leave a comment down below. Additionally, you can also comment if you would like to see a 4th part of this series, and I will be making one next year if I get enough positive comments. Anyways, this is going to be it for me. Goodbye.